Why not?
So when Donald Trump posted a picture of Michelle and Barack Obama depicted as apes, all the bootlicking, buck dancing black Magas came out and made excuses for it. It wasn't him. He didn't even post it. It was a staffer. And even if he did, it's not racist to post that. When Charlie Kirk said black women were moronic, when he said that black women didn't have the brain capacity to get things done on their own, that they had to take a white person's spot, when he said that it was cultural, acceptable in the black community for black men to impregnate women and then run away from their responsibilities, all the bootlicking, buck dancing, token-ass sellout black Magas came to his defense. Oh, you're taking him out of context. He didn't really say that. He didn't mean that when he said it. They made all the fucking excuses for them. So recently, Gavin Newsom goes to some type of conference, right? And he's being interviewed by a black interviewer. And he says something to the effect of, I'm just like everybody else. I barely can read. I have a 960 SAT. All of these motherfuckers are now lying about what happened at that conference.
Gavin Newsom, I can feel one way about it. How did you feel about it?
I call it the soft bigotry of low expectations. There are a lot of black men and women that aren't like that. A lot of us really did study hard. We really did work very hard. You see, I had parents that believe in education. We had a sign in our house that said Jesus plus education equals success. There's a reason why my brother, sister, and I all went to West Point. There's a reason why I earned 3 master's degrees and 4 years from Cornell University. My brother is a Harvard Business School graduate. My sister has her master's degree in applied mathematics. It was a West Point instructor while both my brother and I were cadets, and we were black doing it the entire time. And so when you say that I can't read and I have a 960 SAT, the insinuation that you are putting on all black people is that we are a monolith, is that this is how you view us. This is what you really think about us. And look, I understand some of it may have been a little bit tongue-in-cheek and he was pandering to an audience, but for whatever reason, I see a lot of pandering that comes from the left.
I can't even listen to all this fake outrage coming from this dude who went to Charlie Kirk and Donald Trump's defense when they actually said things about black people, when they actually made us out to be a monolith. Let's just be straight right now. They're trying to say that Gavin Newsom was sitting in front of an audience of black people. The reason why they never show that audience is because it wasn't an audience of black people. There have been enough people that have showed pictures and videos of this. I'll show a couple of pictures, but that audience was predominantly white. The host was black. Gavin Newsom never mentioned black people, and he was not talking to an audience of black people. So to say that he was being racist against black people when you guys have probably seen the video is just fake outrage. It's just bullshit, and it's you guys trying to act like the left are the racist ones when you have Charlie Kirk saying exactly, if you were reading off your resume to Charlie Kirk about your brother doing this and your sister doing this, which I respect a lot, that you have 3 master's degrees and your sister went to West Point and then taught there and all those things, Charlie Kirk would be saying, your sister got there because she had to take a white person's spot, that she didn't actually, she didn't actually earn what she got. He would be saying that you probably got into college on DEI. This was the same guy who said that if he got on a flight with a black pilot, he would wonder if that black pilot was qualified. So all the things you're saying, people on the left respect that. It's the people on the right who don't. But the fact that you guys are just making shit up about Gavin Newsom, who never mentioned a black person and who was not sitting in front of an audience of black people, is absolutely nuts. Like, it just shows you exactly how pathetic you guys are. And here's the funny thing. Wesley Hunt has not been around to vote at all during his responsibility to vote. And now the right is coming for him. He went on Will Cain's show and they just showed him, you're a token, bro, and you've been spent. You don't get to get away with some of the things that your white counterparts get away with because you're on the right. And we expect you to dance. We expect you to buck dance. We expect you to bootlick. And if you're not showing up to vote for all of our legislation, we're coming for you. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
You mentioned your service to this nation, for which we were all appreciative, Congressman. And you mentioned the trend in the primary against John Cornyn and Kim Paxton. Perhaps that's why you're hope you're seeing, there is this mounting, at least to some extent, criticism of your voting record or voting attendance, that you've missed 44 of 48 votes. I guess it's the most absentee of any member of Congress, and didn't attend the State of the Union the other night. What do you say to that criticism?
Well, this year I have been running to unseat a 24-year incumbent because I believe in term limits, and I don't have $100 million to spend as John Cornyn has spent in this race. So for the past few months, I've been traveling all over Texas, and I'm the only one that's actually running a campaign. Do you know how many votes J.D. Vance missed when he was tapped to be the vice president? All of them.
Dude, you're a black Republican. You don't have the same leash J.D. Vance has. And this is how it starts. When you go on the Will Cain show and you get ambushed with questions that they would typically ask a Democrat, that's how it starts. That's when they start withdrawing their support for you. That's how it starts. So you're finding out right now. You're in the fuck around and find out right now because they're letting you know, dude, when you're a black Republican, you got to buck dance. You got to bootlick. You got to tap dance for them. When they say jump, you say how high. When they say start dancing, you say for how long. And right now, you haven't been dancing enough, so they're going to withdraw their support for you because they can find someone else who will bootlick, buck dance, and act like a freaking jester for them. So, dude, just understand, it's starting now. They don't care. You're a token. You've been spent, and Will Cain is letting you know, bro, you don't get, we don't care that J.D. Vance didn't vote when he was running for vice president. You're not J.D. Vance. You don't get to do that. You're a black Maga, which means your leash is very short and you haven't been bootlicking, buck dancing, and tap dancing enough for us. So that's what's going to happen. And I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy watching Will Hunt get spent. I'm going to enjoy Wesley Hunt get spent because that's what's going to happen. It's already started and you're going to find out and we're going to enjoy it. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in their heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.